Ethan Erickson and Nathan Gaswint after a 3-2 win over Carlisle in an exciting matchup there in the state quarterfinal. Nathan, we'll go ahead and start with you there. You started things off on the mound for your squad and 8 strikeouts, gave up 1 earned run, excuse me. What can you kind of say about your night there on the mound tonight?
I felt really good at the start. Started off hot. That's normally how I start off. Towards the end there, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got hungry, so I just fell off towards the end, but that's all right. It's all right, we had this guy to come in and finish it out. Yeah.
You did give up that run early. What were you kind of telling yourself to really lock back in and then not give up anything else through the rest of the night?
I just got to keep doing my thing. I try not to get rattled. It doesn't help anything if I do, so just keep the main focus, keep going forward.
As your team continues to move on there to a state semifinal, what are you going to kind of do to lock in for the state semifinal game against Pella?
Probably hang out with the guys a lot. We got lifting tomorrow. That'll be good. A lot of team bonding stuff. During Wednesday's game, probably be running the pitch count clicker or something chart. Just kind of a PL.
All right, Ethan, we'll go ahead and switch over to you now. A big night for you at the plate, including that game-winning RBI there at the end. What can you kind of say about your night at the plate tonight?
It was fun. I went up there and I had to be smooth. I had to be quick. Both those pitchers were really good. They had quick pitches and they had good stuff. But I just had to be smooth and drive baseball. So that's what I do. That's what I like to do.
You drove in every run tonight for Heelan there at the plate. What can you kind of say about that?
Big time players got to make big time plays. I get the opportunity to play baseball next year, and I got to prove why I get to do that. Not everyone gets to do that, and getting to make those plays, that's huge. I love it.
Speak to your home run tonight. What did you kind of see at the plate there?
I was getting a lot of changeups. Getting a lot of curveballs, but I got 2 fastballs early. I really wanted to hit them out, but I got to see another pitch and took that one.
What was kind of running through your head there on that final hit there that was going into center field?
At first it was, oh crap, I just popped up. But when I saw them scrambling out there, I knew they couldn't see it, so I started running, getting to first base, and then I got to watch Austin Larson run, touch home plate, be safe. That was awesome.
Again, Ethan Erickson and Nathan Gaswint after a 3-2 win over Carlisle here in the state quarterfinal. Guys, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Yeah, thank you.
We're here with Heelan head coach Andy Osborne as his team is moving on to a state semifinal there after a 3-2 win over Carlisle. Coach, an exhilarating win for your squad tonight. What can you kind of say about it?
Well, it's reminiscent of what we've done all summer. We've played tight games, seniors coming through in the clutch when we need it, and that was Charlie Van Drager in the top of the 7th with a game-saving catch. Austin Larson getting entered there to run, and then Ethan had the game of his life tonight with the home run, came in relief and put out the fire for us. And then that wasn't probably his best hit, but that's a tough ball to catch in this environment, and I'm so proud of those kids, man. They played really well.
Nathan Gaswint got the start for you guys on the mound tonight there, pitched 5 really solid innings for you guys. What can you kind of say about his night tonight there on the mound?
Well, he was lights out. It's what he's been all summer as well. Just got into a little trouble there late. Saw an opportunity where we could get him out of there before 90 pitches so we could potentially save him for Friday if we need him. And then we know Ethan's dynamic out of the bullpen for us. We had LeFavor Warman as well. So, those are 3 arms that we're really confident in. And, but Gas was lights out. He was tremendous.
Kind of walk me through that last play there a little bit. Ethan Erickson hits one into center field, and then you were trying to hold the runner up at third, but decides to run home anyway. What can you kind of say about that play right there?
Well, it's just a senior trying to make a play, right? And we've told the guys all summer that you gotta be aggressive. We want you to make plays, and if you're gonna make a mistake, you're gonna screw up. I want you to do it 100 miles an hour, and that's Austin ran through the stop sign, but it worked out, and he put a great slide on, and we get to play Wednesday.
Yeah, they're in that Wednesday matchup against Pella. What are you going to kind of do to get your team ready for that one?
Well, Pella's tremendous. We played them last year, so fairly familiar with them. Watched them, against Sergeant Bluff. They've been in the top 1 or 2 teams in the state in 3A all summer, so we know we're going to have to play better than we did tonight. But we're excited about the opportunity, and this crowd was tremendous. A little bit of home field advantage, and it's just at this point there isn't any bad wins, so we're excited to advance and see what we can do Wednesday night.
what are some big things you want to see from your team there on Wednesday night?
Well, I'd like to see us play a little better defense. Had a few defensive mistakes there. We're better defensively than that. Our at-bats were pretty good. Their pitcher was really, really tough, and they went to the bullpen, and that kid was even better. So, we know we're going to see good pitching the rest of the way. So we're going to have quality at-bats and limit the strikeouts and just compete.
All right, well, thank you so much, Coach, and congratulations on the win.
Appreciate it. Thank you.